Hello everyone, Steve Worthy here. Hey, I wanted to do this quick little behind the scenes for the podcast that we have, Retail Leadership with Steve Worthy. You know, one of the things that I realized as I started my initial podcast was that my audience was so broad, and now we have been able to really niche down and focus on a really solid audience. And I gotta tell you, the amount of clarity that I have right now for the direction that the podcast and the company is going in has been amazing. And just like any of you who are out there who are creators, right? Whether you are a YouTuber, photographer, videographer, or podcaster, I think we all can agree is that the initial creative process is probably the most important, right? We often talk about content as king. You're relative to your thoughts and your concepts, or you write it down, or you put in a Notion, or whatever it may be, whatever your workflow is. We can all agree that the creative process is the most important part. But I have to tell you, when I come into my office, I actually record my podcast pretty much in the dark. I just have a simple light on that's over my monitor, and I have my iPad over here that I use via Sidecar, and I use that for my thoughts. Everything that I do from a transition standpoint, all the different topics and points that I want to cover, because then on my main screen, I actually have the by Hindenburg Journalist Pro, which is my editing software. And I just come into the office. I have a couple of, moving blankets around me just to kind of make sure that I knock out any more extra sound as well. But I tell you, when I come in here, it is like game time. When I sit down and I actually start the recording process, I gotta tell you, it's something that I can't describe. It's almost like a light switch goes on, and the content that I want to put out there, it just starts to come out. Because I firmly believe the initial creative process that I've gone through is so important. And I just wanted to give you a little bit from a behind the scenes standpoint. So I hope you enjoy just a little bit of behind the scenes. And as we always say, have a great day and God bless.